Understanding ambiguous loss. Navigating the emotional challenges of unresolved grief. Grief is a universal human experience, and its manifestations are diverse and complex. While many are familiar with the conventional concept of loss, there exists a less well-known but equally profound form of grief called ambiguous loss. Coined by Dr. Pauline Boss, ambiguous loss refers to a unique and challenging type of loss that lacks clear resolution or closure. It involves situations where the loss is uncertain, unclear, or undefined, making it difficult for individuals to process and move forward. This video explores the concept of ambiguous loss, its impact on individuals and families, and strategies for coping with the emotional challenges it presents. Defining ambiguous loss. Ambiguous loss can manifest in various ways, encompassing both physical and psychological dimensions. Unlike traditional losses, such as death or divorce, where the absence is clear-cut, ambiguous loss involves situations where the presence of the loss is uncertain. Examples include 1. Physical absence with psychological presence. Missing persons cases. Situations where a family member is physically present but emotionally or mentally distant due to illness or addiction. 2. Psychological absence with physical presence. Alzheimer's disease or dementia, where a loved one is physically present but mentally distant. Mental health conditions that alter a person's personality or behavior. The complexity of ambiguous loss. What sets ambiguous loss apart is its inherent ambiguity, which creates unique emotional challenges. Traditional grieving processes often rely on rituals and societal support structures that provide a framework for individuals to cope. In ambiguous loss, the absence of clear boundaries or socially accepted rituals can leave individuals feeling isolated and confused. Impact on individuals and families. 1. Emotional turmoil. Ambiguous loss can trigger a range of emotions, including grief, sadness, anger, and frustration. Individuals may experience a constant sense of longing for resolution, adding to their emotional distress. 2. Role confusion. Ambiguous loss can disrupt traditional family roles and dynamics, leading to confusion about responsibilities and expectations. The uncertainty may create tension among family members as they navigate the challenges together. 3. Challenges in coping. The lack of societal recognition and understanding of ambiguous loss can make it difficult for individuals to seek support. Traditional coping mechanisms may prove ineffective, as there is no clear endpoint or closure. Coping strategies for ambiguous loss. 1. Validation and acknowledgement. Recognize the legitimacy of your feelings and acknowledge the unique nature of ambiguous loss. Seek validation from supportive friends, family, or professionals who understand the complexities involved. 2. Open communication. Foster open communication within the family to share feelings and experiences related to the ambiguous loss. Establish a safe space for individuals to express their emotions without judgment. 3. Seek professional help. Therapists experienced in ambiguous loss can provide guidance and support in navigating the complex emotions associated with this type of grief. Support groups with individuals facing similar situations can offer a sense of community and understanding. 4. Redefine meaning and identity. Explore new ways of finding meaning and purpose in the absence of clear resolution. Reevaluate personal identity and roles within the family to adapt to the changes brought about by ambiguous loss. Ambiguous loss is a challenging and nuanced aspect of the human experience that requires understanding and compassion. Recognizing the unique complexities of this type of grief is crucial for individuals and families as they navigate the emotional landscape associated with uncertainty and absence. By fostering open communication, seeking support, and redefining meaning, those affected by ambiguous loss can work towards finding a sense of peace and resilience in the face of ongoing challenges. Traditional grieving processes and societal support structures. 1. Funeral and memorial services. Rituals surrounding death often include funerals, memorial services, and burial ceremonies that provide a structured way for individuals to say goodbye and find closure. 2. Condolence practices. Society typically has established norms for expressing condolences, such as sending sympathy cards, offering flowers, and attending memorial gatherings. 3. Religious and cultural rituals. Many religious and cultural traditions have specific mourning rituals and practices that guide individuals through the grieving process. 4. Community support. Communities often rally around grieving individuals, providing meals, emotional support, and practical assistance during times of loss. 5. Grief counseling and therapy. Professional therapists and grief counselors offer a structured environment for individuals to explore and process their emotions. 6. Support groups. Joining support groups, either in person or online, allows individuals to connect with others who have experienced similar losses, fostering a sense of understanding and shared experience. Additional coping strategies for dealing with ambiguous loss. 1. Mindfulness and acceptance. Embrace mindfulness practices to stay present in the moment and accept the ambiguity of the situation without constantly seeking resolution. 2. Create personal rituals. Establishing personal rituals, such as creating a memory box or dedicating time to reflect, can provide a sense of structure and connection to the lost element. 3. Educate others. Educate friends, family, and colleagues about ambiguous loss to increase understanding and garner the support needed during challenging times. 4. Set realistic expectations. Accept that resolution may not be immediate or possible, and focus on adapting to the new reality instead of constantly seeking closure. 5. Develop resilience. Build resilience by focusing on personal strengths and finding meaning amid uncertainty. Potential negative effects of seeking support from individuals who don't understand ambiguous loss. 1. Invalidation of feelings. Individuals who don't comprehend the complexities of ambiguous loss may unintentionally invalidate the grief experience, leading to feelings of isolation and frustration. 2. Misguided advice. Well-meaning but uninformed individuals may offer advice or solutions that are inappropriate or unhelpful, adding to the emotional burden. 3. Increased frustration. Seeking support from those who lack understanding may result in heightened frustration as individuals struggle to communicate their unique experiences. 4. Potential for misjudgment. There is a risk of being misjudged or misunderstood, as those unfamiliar with ambiguous loss may make assumptions about the nature of the grief. 5. Limited empathy. Lack of understanding can lead to limited empathy, making it challenging for individuals to connect with and provide meaningful support to someone experiencing ambiguous loss. While seeking support is crucial, individuals dealing with ambiguous loss should be mindful of choosing individuals or communities that can offer genuine understanding and empathy. Educating those around them about the unique challenges associated with ambiguous loss can help foster a more supportive environment. If you found value so far in this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to support this channel. Please share across social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Real-life examples of ambiguous loss. 1. Missing persons cases. The disappearance of a loved one without a clear resolution or information about their whereabouts can lead to ambiguous loss. Families grapple with the uncertainty of whether the person is alive or deceased, making the grieving process complex and prolonged. 2. Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Individuals caring for a family member with Alzheimer's disease or dementia may experience ambiguous loss. The physical presence of the person remains, but their cognitive decline leads to a psychological absence as memories, personality traits and shared experiences gradually disappear. 3. Addiction and mental health disorders. When a family member struggles with addiction or a severe mental health disorder, their behavior may change drastically, leading to a psychological absence even when physically present. The uncertainty of when or if the person will regain their former self adds to the ambiguity of the loss. 4. Divorce with shared custody. Divorce, especially with shared custody arrangements, can result in ambiguous loss. Children may experience the physical absence of one parent while still maintaining a psychological connection. The inconsistency in their presence creates ambiguity, making it challenging for individuals to fully grieve the loss of the family unit. 5. Military deployment. Families with a member serving in the military may face ambiguous loss during deployments. The physical absence of the deployed family member is clear, but the uncertainty surrounding their safety and when they will return can create emotional distress and ambiguity. 6. Chronic illness with personality changes. When a loved one experiences a chronic illness that leads to significant personality changes, the family may grapple with the loss of the person they once knew. The physical presence remains, but the emotional and psychological connection may be altered, resulting in ambiguous loss. 7. Unresolved relationship issues. In situations where a relationship is marked by ongoing conflict or estrangement, individuals may experience ambiguous loss. The physical presence of the person may be there, but the emotional connection is strained or absent, creating uncertainty about the future of the relationship. 8. Incarceration of a family member. Families dealing with the incarceration of a loved one may experience ambiguous loss. The physical absence of the person is clear, but the uncertainty surrounding their release date and the impact of the experience on the family dynamic can make the grief process challenging. 9. Job loss and identity. When an individual loses their job, especially if it was a significant part of their identity, they may experience ambiguous loss. The physical absence of the workplace is apparent, but the emotional ties, routines, and social connections associated with the job may leave a void that is not easily resolved. 10. End of a long-term friendship. The gradual drifting apart of long-term friends can lead to ambiguous loss. While the physical absence may not be sudden, the emotional connection diminishes over time, leaving individuals with a sense of loss without a clear endpoint. These real-life examples illustrate the diverse and nuanced nature of ambiguous loss, emphasizing the complexity and emotional challenges that individuals and families face in these situations. Coping strategies for individuals dealing with ambiguous loss. 1. Therapy and counseling. Seek the guidance of a therapist or counselor experienced in ambiguous loss to navigate the complex emotions and uncertainties associated with this type of grief. 2. Mindfulness and meditation. Engage in mindfulness practices and meditation to stay present in the moment and manage anxiety related to the ambiguous nature of the loss. 3. Journaling. Keep a journal to express feelings and thoughts related to the ambiguous loss. Writing can serve as a therapeutic outlet for processing emotions. 4. Establishing personal rituals. Create personal rituals or routines that provide a sense of structure and continuity, offering comfort and stability amid uncertainty. 5. Connect with supportive communities. Join support groups or online communities specifically focused on ambiguous loss to connect with individuals who share similar experiences. These communities can provide understanding and validation. 6. Educate yourself. Read literature and resources about ambiguous loss to better understand the nature of your grief. Knowledge can empower you to cope more effectively. 7. Set realistic goals. Establish realistic expectations for yourself in terms of emotional healing. Understand that closure may be a gradual process rather than an immediate resolution. 8. Healthy distractions. Engage in activities or hobbies that bring joy and distraction. Having positive outlets can help balance the emotional weight of ambiguous loss. 9. Creative expression. Explore creative forms of expression, such as art, music, or writing, to channel emotions and find new ways to cope with the challenges of ambiguous loss. Coping strategies for families dealing with ambiguous loss. 1. Open communication. Foster open and honest communication within the family to share feelings and experiences related to the ambiguous loss. Encourage family members to express their emotions without judgment. 2. Family counseling. Consider family counseling to navigate the changes in roles, dynamics, and relationships that may arise due to ambiguous loss. A professional can help facilitate healthy communication. 3. Create new traditions. Establish new family traditions or rituals that acknowledge the changes brought about by the ambiguous loss. Creating positive experiences can strengthen family bonds. 4. Flexible roles. Be flexible in adapting to changing family roles. Ambiguous loss can disrupt traditional roles, and allowing for flexibility can reduce tension within the family. 5. Educate extended family and friends. Educate extended family members and friends about the ambiguous loss to foster understanding and garner support from a broader network. 6. Family meetings. Schedule regular family meetings to check in on each other's emotional well-being, discuss challenges, and collaboratively find solutions to navigate the complexities of ambiguous loss. 7. Encourage individual coping strategies. Recognize and support each family member's unique coping strategies. What works for one may not work for another, and respecting individual approaches can promote a supportive environment. Resources for individuals and families. 1. National Alliance for Grieving Children, NAGC. The NAGC provides resources and support for grieving children and their families, offering information on local support groups and counseling services. 2. Grief Share. Grief Share is a grief recovery support group that facilitates healing through resources, group discussions, and professional guidance. They offer both in-person and online support. 3. Modern Loss. Modern Loss is a platform that offers articles, forums, and resources for individuals navigating various forms of loss, including ambiguous loss. 4. The Dougie Center. The Dougie Center specializes in providing support to grieving children, teens, and families. They offer resources, counseling, and grief support groups. 5. Ambiguous Loss. Learning to Live with Unresolved Grief by Pauline Boss. Dr. Pauline Boss, who coined the term ambiguous loss, has written extensively on the subject. Her book provides insights and coping strategies for individuals and families dealing with this unique form of grief. Remember, seeking professional help and connecting with supportive communities can be integral in navigating the challenges of ambiguous loss. The healing journey is unique for each person, and finding the right combination of coping strategies is a personal process. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel for more self-improvement videos. Comment below to tell us how useful you found this video. Remember to share on various social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Click the notification bell to get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.